Hallo dames en heren, welkom bij een gloednieuwe video van Planet Zoo. Vandaag doen we Career Mode, Tutorial, want ik bedoel maar, Goodwin House hebben we al gespeeld. Dus dan doen we toch maar deze denk ik, ik weet niet of hier een verhaallijn in zit, ik denk het wel, maar we zullen wel gewoon zien. Dit is ook gewoon voor mij een beetje om in te komen in de game. Ik heb net een uurtje gespeeld met opname. Opname mislukt. Top. Maar, ja. Zoals je... Oh, wauw. Dit is nieuw. Dat is wel cool. Ik heb muziek trouwens uitgezet voor copyright claim.
It's quite the change of scenery from dreary old England, huh? Apart from the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing. The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes, but for all kinds of species. But apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives. Anyway, that's why I'm determined that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in a right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
What do you think of Madagascar then? Bit warm for my taste, to be honest.
Ik heb het koud.
This is Bernie's primate sanctuary. It's not just primates though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have
We
a
krijgen
look at
letterlijk
them?
weer een tutorial.
We'll start by taking a look at the red-ruffed lemurs.
Ja, ik
They're
bedoel
the
maar.
ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play. Come on, let's head over to them.
Nou, zoals je ziet, deze game is gewoon heel leuk. En ja.
Red-ruffed lemurs are found in the rainforests of Masoala. That's in northeast Madagascar. They can actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years. Fancy that, eh? Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
Hier. Nou, voor nu doen we trouwens wel eventjes de tutorial. Dit is gewoon de eerste video die op mijn kanaal komt. Dat het een gaming is. En waarom ik al mijn video's verwijderd heb? Check de vorige video. Ik zal hem linken in de beschrijving.
Is such a marvelous creature. They're always a big favorite at any zoo they feature in. And they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet. Assuming you don't count any lions that got stuck up one. Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel and go into the animal camera.
Daar zit ik al in.
Aren't they just incredible? When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our
Oh my
beautiful
god.
bonobos. They're quite
Alleen,
good characters.
het is een beetje gebukt omdat... Volgens mij zien ze nog geen physics, zeg maar, van wat alles waar is. Ze denken van, oh dat is een paal, ik klim erop. Terwijl gewoon een ding boven hun hoofd zit. Ik bedoel maar. Zoek het gemarkeerde gebied hier.
Oh dear! It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed. And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel. Good, now open the animals tab.
Als eerst kan het niet. Animal stop.
And click on Box All Animals to box up the remaining bonobos.
Waar staat dat? Hier.
Now, we'll need a vet to recapture that escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area.
Zo, we hebben best wel wat staf.
You can find
Jesus.
all of your staff in here, but there's
Kijk
no
hoeveel
vet in
vendors.
particulars at the moment. Hire a vet.
Wat moeten we... Ik weet niet. Wat moeten we... Moeten we verzorgen, maar wel wat? Wat moesten we doen? Laat de dierenarts van de... Wacht, wat? Neem een dierenarts aan, oké.
Now, click on one of the paths to place the vet in your zoo.
Ik wist niet dat een vet een ding
Now
was.
let's deal with our escapee before they
Wat is
can cause
dit?
too much havoc. Use the animal alerts to jump to the escaped bonobo.
Dit is iemand? Jesus Christ. Gevaarlijk dier
And
ontsnapt.
then click on the call vet button to call the vet over to capture it. Okay, that's a relief. So while the vet deals with our bonobo friend, let's go fix up their habitat so they can't escape again. Head back over there.
Ook gewoon als ze voor een gevangenis
As you can
ontsnapt.
see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one. Good. Now that we've done that,
Konden we dat niet veel eerder doen?
to add climb-proof barriers to the top. That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that.
Wat moeten we...
Nicely done. And I think it's high time we unbox those bonobos, wouldn't you say? The poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long. Select the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again.
Zo.
So,
Twee
it
monteurs.
turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too. We'll need to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts.
Yay.
Do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care
Yay.
of the habitat barriers. Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down. And before you know it, we'll be overrun with escaped animals. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area again. Oh, gosh, we have been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
Oh, I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo. The main thing is that you dealt with it swiftly, and more importantly,
Wat?
without the animal stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front
Warenonderzoekscentrum.
gate.
Oké. Nou ja, ik weet wel waar het is hoor.
Noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research center. Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it. If you select the research center for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research center to the existing building.
Ja, weet je wat je ook gewoon kan doen? Hoe ik het nu doe.
Okay, click to add it to the building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research center so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Ik heb het al gedaan hoor, Nancy.
Right. Splendid work. Now that we have a brand spanking new research center, we can give our vets something to do in there. Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via the information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So,
Zoek het gemarkeerd
let's get our vet
gebied.
researching ring-tailed lemurs. Go into the zoo section and
Hier.
select vet research.
Plaats 2 educatieborden.
First
Plaats
off,
2
let's pop down
educatie
2 education
speaker.
boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
Wat? Een windturbine? That's quite nice. Wij moeten... Oh, we hebben al een tippot. Ik bedoel maar, kan altijd meer toch? Hier, informatie over... Ook gewoon dat hij zo snapt, dat is mooi. Bam.
Okay, now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
Ook gewoon, je kunt dit erin plaatsen.
And from the drop-down list, select ring-tailed lemur. Although I'm sure that last part was obvious.
Ja, kun je niet even Nederlands praten? Goed.
To an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much. Okay, now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests, so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading. Oh, one thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said. Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs, just like you did with the education board.
Zo. Maar deze borden zijn echt chill. Hoe heet ze? Informatie over bedrijf poten. Oké. Haal onderzoek op. Jee. Zorg dat alle ringstaatmakies de benodigde Wat? De benodigde beklimbare oppervlakte hebben. Oké, dat moeten wij dus nu maken. No. I don't think.
Let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some animals, like lemurs, will have a
Waarom zijn hier 3 mensen?
That means they have
Nou, het is wel
a
geinig.
certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring
Yeah. So. Do yeah. Oh no, they're gonna board.
Click on the terrain tab. Now, as you can see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch. By the way, it's not always just climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
Ja, dit is duivels. Bam! And they're dead. Kunnen we ook nog blaadjes doen? Weet ik veel. Even kijken. Het is beter. Maar het is niet perfect. En wij willen het natuurlijk perfect hebben. Nou, we willen het niet. We moeten het. Wacht, wat? We kunnen dingen hieraan snappen. This is getting interesting. Tada.
Oh, that's a great climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it.
Een great
Do you know what would
climbing
make them
ding.
even happier though? Nicer food.
Stel je
But that's the
voedselkwaliteit
goal of
voor
us, though,
ringstaat
isn't it?
maken. Is op
You
2.
can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat. Lovely. Now select the Animals tab. There we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here. Just click on the drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality. Grade 2 Food Quality. My mouth's already watering.
Zoek het gemarkeerde gebied.
So, a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten. Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities. Releasing animals into the wild. You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release?
Hallo,
Their age is an
ik.
important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They also
Zet
need to be fertile. After all,
a
the
koeien
idea is to
uit.
repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits we'll be rewarded when we release them. Now, conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
Oh my god, zag je dat?
Okay.
Welk
I'd like you to
habitat?
find Ageng, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please. You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
Wat? Wie? Wat? Wat moeten we doen? Zet Agoen uit. Oh, de Fari, denk ik. Agoen. Nee. Ringstaart Maki Agoen. Kan hem... Oh. Kan hem niet vinden, Agoen. Waar de fuck zit Agoen? Agoen. Ando, Hillary. Mandreel. Agoen. Agoen. Volgens mij zit ik ook niet bij het goede hok. Dit hok misschien? Oh, hier. Atzetu. Oh, wow. You what?
I know, it's sad to see him go.
Afscheid
He'll be
nemen.
happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong and fertile. Excellent work there.
En in één keer heb ik weer
You've definitely got
traanogen.
potential, you know.
Ik hoef al maar aan tranen te denken en ik heb het al.
I see you've been doing
Kan het
some
heel goed
homework.
opwekken.
Although it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
Okay, so far we've done a lot of work with habitat animals, but now it's time to learn all about exhibit animals. Let's build a brand new exhibit. I've marked an area for our new exhibit. How about we head
Exhibit. Exhibit. Exhibit.
Now let's build a new exhibit in the gap that's been left. Just add it to the building like we did with the research centre earlier, then pop it into the gap.
Oh, je kunt het ook gewoon zo
The next
aantikken.
thing to
Oké.
do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there.
Exhibit.
How about a Gila monster? Open up the exhibit
Een
trading
wie wat
section
daar?
and adopt one.
Een Gila monster.
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit. Click on
Exhibit.
the exhibit to send it there.
Exhibit. Exhibit.
When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup. But that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them. So let's finish
Copyright.
it off. We'll start by adding some enrichment items. Click on the exhibit to bring up its information panel.
Exhibit.
As I'm sure you know by now, you can unlock more enrichment levels by having one of your vets do some research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are vitally important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable. Click on the climate tab.
Klimaattab.
Here you can see the Gila monster's desired temperature and humidity. You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy.
Nancy, kun je je bek houden? Wat moeten we doen? Stel de temperatuur en vochtigheid in. Moet je nou meer of minder? Minder. Ah, godsamme. Ja.
Also an
Plaats
exhibit
info.
education board. Pop them
Ah.
down to teach your guests about them. Let's add one now.
Oh. Hoeveel? 2?
Just like the education boards and speakers we put down for the ring-tailed lemurs, you'll need to link these to the Gila monster. Go on.
Oh, we moeten hem nog linken. Kan dit uit, danken?
Lovely stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here. Right, now, a bit of a big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo.
Staat op zijn kop, hoe dan?
Both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them.
Krijg tering met je radar.
I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
Ja, weet je, we doen advanced. Ik dacht al van, hier klopt iets niet. Maar hij stond gewoon fucking op zijn kop. Nou, dan klopt er inderdaad iets niet. Zorg dat je diertuin 12 soorten in de 12... Wat? Sorry voor de overlast. Krijgt een kutburen. Zorg dat je minstens 12 soorten in de dierentuin hebt. Hoe bedoel je? Oh my god! Wat is dit dan? Echt zal ik eigenlijk wel. Dit is gewoon letterlijk alleen maar staf. Dit is wel geinig zo. Dat dit alleen staf is. Wat willen ze nou dat ik doe? Goed. Zorg dat je minstens 12 soorten in je dierentuin hebt. Oh lol, die is nog serieus nog steeds de dingen. Oké, mooi. 12 soorten. En dan mag ik gaan bouwen. Ik heb hier een eiland. Ik heb hier een eiland en ik heb hier een eiland. Oké. Rip. Oh nee, de ATM is uitgevallen. Oh, fuck me. Maar... Oh mijn god, exotisch. God. Ja. Laten wij paden maken. Oké, dit is het goede pad. Ik denk 5 meter. Nee, 4. 4 maar? Yep. Maar we hebben dus 12 soorten dieren nodig in de dierentuin. Oké. You gave me a challenge. Ja, maar kom op. Nee, hier komt een andere. Kijk, dan kunnen we hier een dinges maken hier. Ja. Trouwens, weet je, fuck it. Ik ga deze video hierbij afsluiten. Mocht je hebben genoten, druk zeker even het duimpje omhoog. Subscribe. Join mijn Discord, link in de beschrijving. Als je niet weet waarom ik al video's heb verwijderd, link in de beschrijving ook van die video. Volg mijn vrienden nog eventjes op YouTube en Instagram. En dan kan ik nog maar één zeggen en dat is doei.